keeping yourself safe these days? Are you wearing protective gear when you go outdoors? Now, speaking of outdoors, most of the world is in a shelter-in-place order, and we only should be going out if we're going to a supermarket or if we're going to a pharmacy for medicine. Now, when you go out, are you wearing a mask when you go out in public? You know, originally, the CDC, the media, and other government agencies told us that we should not wear masks and that the only people that should wear the mask was medical personnel and people who actually have contracted the virus. However, I thought when I heard that a month ago, oh no, we should be wearing masks too. Now, I just heard a few days ago that they're now announcing that everyone should be wearing a mask when they're out in public or when social distances is not possible. Go figure. Now, my question to you is, do you have a mask? If not, I hope you love this video because I am going to show you 4 different ways how to make a no-sew mask, meaning no sewing required. And one of the benefits of it is I'm going to show you how to make it with a filter. First, I want to applaud our medical personnel all over the world for being so courageous as they stand on the front line for our benefit. And that would include our doctors, our nurses, and our first responders. And they're the ones that need that N95 mask because they all come in direct contact with this contagious disease. Now that N95 mask is different from your typical conventional surgical mask, and that is because it was built so that 95% of very small airborne particles can't get through it. See, it's the filter that's installed inside of the N95 that helps to block and catch any airborne particles. But you know what? I'm hearing like some people are saying, well, if I can't get a N95 or if I can't get a surgical mask, I won't wear nothing at all. But here's what I want to say. Wearing something is better than nothing at all. I mean, even the N95, that mask actually can help 95%. It can catch 95% of airborne particles. But wearing something, it can catch something also. So why take a chance? A homemade mask can make a difference too. So for all of my non-sewers out there, I am going to show you how to make 4 different non-sewing masks that's really easy and simple and something that you can make for yourself and your family right now. First, we want to always work with clean gloves because we don't want to touch our fabric with hands where it's not clean. So here are the things that we're going to be needing. We're going to be using a pre-cut fabric, and this fabric I actually got from Walmart already cut. Then we're going to be using shoestring. We're also going to be using the ties that you would get like from a garbage bag or sandwich bag. We're going to be using gauze, a coffee filter, and some tape. And so I'll share with you how we're going to start. So this piece, like I said, I got from Walmart. It's a pre-cut. It is actually already cut into a size, which makes it perfect for you for a no-sew type of facial mask. And as you see, the width of it, it is 18 inches by 21 inches. And that is pretty big. You can go a little smaller, but again, this is pre-cut. So first, you're going to fold your sides together like this. Now, after you fold your sides together, you're going to fold it in half in that length. And that's going to be wide enough to cover from your chin to your nose. Now, this is our tie that we're going to use, or our nose piece. And we're going to put it right in the center of our fabric. And you'll see, then we're going to need our tape. And then we're going to tape it down, and you'll see the purpose of it at the end when it's all said and done. That's going to be our nose guard. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add gauze. Now I'm using gauze because I want this to be my added protection, or you can use a coffee filter as your added protection. But in this one, I'm going to show you how to use gauze, medical grade gauze that we would use for like a bandage. And now we're going to fold our fabric in half. Just like this, real simple, real easy. Now we're going to get our shoestring. And what we're going to do is place the shoestring underneath the fabric and then cross it over, just the way I just did it, where you're just going to cross it over, no knots or anything. Again, you're going to lift up your fabric, take your shoestring, put it underneath, and then we're just going to cross it over. Real simple. I love this because you'll see at the end how this shoestring is going to make a tight fit for your face mask. Now we're going to fold the two sides together, and then we're going to take one side and tuck it into the other, just like this, which is also going to give you some added security. So now across your face, it's even thicker in the middle. And now let me show you how simple and easy it is to make a mask. See, many masks, they don't fit well. This one allows you to fit it and tighten it as you want. Watch how I do this. I'm tying it to the back of my head, and then I take the bottom part and I tie it also. Now, because of the way we did it, you can make it as tight and as secure as you want, which is very different from a lot of the other masks out there, which is like a one size fits all. The nose guard, you press towards your nose. You see the chin is tight, and there you go. You have a mask. Voila. Look at that. It's so simple. Anybody can do this. Now I'm going to show you how to make a ninja mask, one of my favorites. So you're going to take an old t-shirt, real simple. Then you're going to take your t-shirt and you are going to put it over your head, right across your nose and your ears. And you're going to take the armholes and make sure that you pull the armholes out. Now you're going to take the back of your t-shirt and cover up your forehead. You can even cover it up as far as your eyebrows. Now, what makes this good for us women is that our hair is being covered. Statistic is saying that this virus is airborne and that it could actually affect our hair. Now, here you see I'm adding the gauze or filter again, and I'm applying it right over my nose. Now I'm going to be able to make this mask as tight as possible to the face. I'm covering up my hair. I'm protecting my hair and practically the entire face. It's so tight. It's so secure. I absolutely love this ninja mask. You can pull it down to how it fit you, and voila, we have a ninja mask. And look how that looks. Doesn't look bad at all. Now, I went out like this. Why wouldn't you? There, I love this. Now I'm going to show you the one using the blue shop towel. Now, blue shop towel is better than paper towel. Some people are making videos with paper towel, and we found out that paper towel actually has chemicals in it, and some of it is formaldehyde. But you won't find that in this type of blue shop towel. You can find the blue shop towels in Walmart in the automotive section, in Home Depot, or any type of automotive store. It's so secure. I've read that scientists are saying that the blue shop towels, when you double it, actually can give you close to the same type of filtration as the N95. Now, it's not an N95, guys, but it's going to give you some good support. Now, here we're going to use that tie strip again, that bendable tie strip, and we're going to again take our tape and we're going to tape it down, and you're going to put your tie strip right in the center of your paper towel face mask and just tie it down just like that. Now we're going to fold it over, and we're going to fold it over 2 times to give it a nice thickness so that it doesn't come out. So you see how I folded over twice. Now that it's folded over, crease your ends down. You're going to get your staple gun. No, not your staple gun, but a stapler. And you're going to staple that end down. Then you're going to go and staple your other end down. To be honest with you, this is actually, I love this mask most of all because I doubled it. Now, some people are making a mask with the blue shop, but they're only using a single layer. Think about it. When you double it, it's even better. So now we are going to actually start our folding. Somewhat of an accordion shape. You just fold in and just keep, and they're about 1 inch in length when you do your fold, and you can fold it just the way that I'm doing. This is my favorite mask. I have to tell you, it's my favorite. even when you wear it out, it looks like a medical mask. So, people know it's not a fabric one, and they're looking at you like, where'd you get that one from? So now after you fold everything down, you're just going to take your stapler and you're going to put a few staples on the ends of it so that your folds can stay in place. Here I've put 3 staples on that side. I'm going to turn it to the other side, and I'm going to staple them down also. This blue shop is so strong and so durable and breathable at that. I've done so much research about this blue shop towel. I'm so amazed. And many people are starting to use it to help out the hospitals with this type of material. Now, here's the fun part. You're going to get 2 rubber bands. Now, I use hair bands because they have a fabric on it, and rubber bands tend to either hurt the ear or they start to stretch. So now we're going to put our our hair band in there, and we're just going to staple down the sides, just like that. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to add another hair band or rubber band, whatever your choice is, and then we're going to fold it down again, where the rubber band or band is nicely secure underneath. And so we're going to fold it in underneath the fold and staple. Just that simple. Now, once we staple it, I put a couple of staples in it for security, and take a look. I'm stretching it out. It is so secure. I don't even need my filters in this one because it's so thick. And look at that, right behind the ears. You can open it up, and you can open it to the nose area, bend down that that tie that we have in there to give your nose a great fit, and take a look. Voila. Now this is the other one where we're going to use a t-shirt. So with this one, we're going to use a t-shirt that I've cut, and we're going to use filter. You can either use a coffee filter or you can use gauze, and we're going to need 2 headbands or rubber bands for that. So basically, I've taken an old shirt, and I'm actually going to cut it, and I'm cutting it in about that same length, that 18-inch by 21. I'm kind of doing it the same. I think this one I'm actually doing, 17 inches this way, and then I'm actually cutting it 16 inches. So yeah, this one is a little smaller than the pre-cut one from Walmart. And so all we're going to do is just cut the 2 pieces out. Now, you'll see when I make this one, you can make this mask using the 2 pieces that you cut, or you can make the mask using 1 piece of the fabric. But I prefer the 2 pieces because the thicker the cotton is, the more absorbent it will help to catch any type of particles. Again, it's not a medical grade type of face mask, but like I said, anything is better than nothing at all. And you can make these for your kids and everyone else when you have to go out only for the supermarket or only to get medicine. Now, in this one, I'm going to use the coffee filters. Coffee filters are amazing as a great filter. It helps to filter out particles, and anything that we can do to help filter out particles is going to be great. So I'm cutting this into a rectangular shape so that it can fold better when I fold it into my mask. And I'm actually using 2 coffee filters because of me wanting the better filtration for the airborne particles. So I'm going to place my coffee filter right in the center of the fabric. And now we're just going to fold. We fold on one end, and then we'll bring and fold on the other end. Just like that. So simple, so easy, guys. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my bands on one end of the mask, and I'm going to place a band on the other end. You notice this one I didn't fold in half because we don't need to. This one is just a little different. So now we have our ends, and just like we did in the first one, we're going to fold down one end, and then we're going to fold down the other end, and then we're going to tuck one end into the other end, just the same way we did in the first one I showed you. Pull our hair bands tight, and now we are ready to apply it over our ears. It's a nice fit. We have that filter, that extra added protection, and voila. Look at that. It's a one use. You can wash this and use it over and over again. and we have made 4 different masks. I want you to think about this. If someone is going out in public, especially unprotected, they could endanger not only their life, but another person's life. Many people have no symptoms, so they don't know that they have it. And another question, how would it make you feel if you knew your selfishness caused a child to lose his or her mother, or a mother to lose a child, or even an elderly person to lose their caregiver? So please, if you don't have a mask, then just make one. Everyone should have an old t-shirt or a cloth at home that can be turned into a face mask. So don't risk it. Let's all work together and let's help each other.